You keep saying you're tired, but it's not just tired. It's something deeper because sleep doesn't fix it, rest doesn't fix it, and taking a break doesn't remove it. You wake up and it's still there. The heaviness, the mental weight, the constant low level exhaustion. And you can't fully explain it because on paper, you're doing fine. You're functioning, you're showing up, you're getting things done, but inside, you feel drained. It's not your schedule, it's not your workload, it's not even your responsibilities. It's the way you're living. Because there's a difference between being busy and being misaligned. And misalignment will drain you faster than anything else. You're doing things that don't feel like you, saying things you don't fully mean, going places that don't give you life, surrounding yourself with people you can't fully be real with. And that constant adjustment, that constant pressure to maintain, it all adds up. Maybe not all at once, but over time, quietly, slowly, until one day you realize you're exhausted and don't even know why. Because pretending is heavy. Holding back is heavy. Filtering yourself is heavy. Thinking before every word is heavy. And when you do that all day, every day, you don't just get tired. You get drained. You feel it in small moments. When you're finally alone. When everything goes quiet, when you're not distracted, when you're not performing, there's this feeling that something is off. Not wrong, not broken, just off. Like you're slightly out of place in your own life. Like you're moving, but not connected. Like you're present, but not really there. And that feeling, that's not random. That's misalignment. You can't live out of alignment and expect to feel at peace. You can't constantly ignore what feels real and expect to feel whole. You can't keep showing up as someone else and expect to feel energized. Because energy comes from alignment, not effort. And here's the truth most people avoid. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more discipline. You don't need to push harder. You need to realign. Because the problem isn't that you're not trying. The problem is you're trying in the wrong direction. You're forcing things that don't fit. Holding on to things that don't belong. And carrying things that were never yours to carry. That's why you're tired. Not because you're weak. Not because you're lazy. But because you're carrying a version of your life that doesn't match who you really are. And that disconnect, it drains you. And the longer you stay there, the heavier it gets because misalignment compounds. It builds, it stacks, it spreads into everything. Your thoughts, your energy, your relationships, and your decisions. Until even simple things start to feel overwhelming. Not because they are, but because you're already drained. You don't need more rest, you need more honesty. Honesty about what feels right, honesty about what doesn't, honesty about where you're forcing things, and honesty about what needs to change. Because clarity doesn't come from pushing through, it comes from being real. So stop trying to fix exhaustion with surface solutions. Stop trying to recharge without addressing what's draining you. Stop trying to push through what's trying to wake you up. Because that feeling you've been ignoring is not weakness, it's awareness. And it's pointing you somewhere back to alignment, back to truth, back to yourself. Remember, you're not just tired, you're just out of alignment. And that moment you fix that, everything starts to feel different. Thanks for listening. Stay motivated, spirits.